All right, warp markers. We're going to go back to our Good Friday track, jump it up, and I'm going to get in on this grid. I'm going to take away this loop, just like this. Bring this brace back home, all the way to the left. See how I drag to the left and I drag to the right. And to understand warping, we first must understand the grid. The grid would be these chunks that are running along underneath. And my grid menu is a right-click function. And I can go to 1 bar. I can go to, 2 bars. I can go to 4 bars. And you can see every time it gets bigger and bigger. For the sake of our edit here, we want 1 bar. And now when I pull with my puller down into this grid, I'm looking at 1 bar of 4/4 time. And what I want to make sure of is my start point. For one thing, my start point is 1, and I don't really start until there. So zoom right up on this guy. Now, these gray things are the transient markers. I want to pin this down, and in order to pin this down, the 1 point, I'm going to have to just click right here, and I double click. You see how it tried to pull me towards the grid? And what I want to do is right click this and say set 1 1 here. This is telling Live that my first beat of the song is right there, okay? Then I can double click that one and erase it. Now I have a new start point, and there it is. Now my next course of action is to see how close to 1 bar my track is, and it's not on at all. And I'm going to fix this using the transients. I can drag this transient this way. And now I'm going to grab my loop brace, turn it on. I could change the length of the loop here, just like this. And let's see how this sounds. Pretty good. Now, to zoom in, I can use my minus keys. I can use my plus keys. And now I want to go down the line in my track and just see how close I am. And I'm not close. I can tell I'm off. So I'm going to back up a touch. I'm going to stick this up, zoom on, and I'm going to right click on my first bit here. I'm going to say warp here, start at 125, just like this. And you saw a little snap go on there. Let's see if I can get this so you can see it. And when I open up, look, I have what? A bunch of warp markers. Those bright green things are different than the transient markers. The bright green are actually the warps. And when I look down in on it and resize this a little bit, I can see that my bright green are the ones that are pinning the track to the grid. The transients, the gray, are not yet committed yet. So to check this, I'm just going to go take my 1 bar loop up here, play. Pretty good. A little bit off. Okay,